Again, the world must be shattered.
We will win this, for the sake of our world.
I won't hold back! No, let's set it up! I'm counting on you!
Don't underestimate Masked Dancer! Going for the weak spot!
Observe, oh power of heroes! Oh bolts of lightning!
Give in to anxiety. The inequities of sacrifice yourself to the new age.
What? Is he trying to swallow those people? Wait, they're puppets? I'm sensing deadly magma.
Let's do this!
Attack him before he swallows more!
Let's do this! Vitus power! Is there? Lend me your strength!
Strike true! Yes! The puppet's magma's fading!
This heralds
He's building up an incredible amount of magma!
sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Captain, they've got your defenses down! This should be good!
Thanks! I owe you. Thank you.
There is no power in your fantasy.
Pierce through them!
Juna,
The
careful!
warrior!
Your defenses are down!
Hack and slash! Let's set it up! No, come forth, royal soul!
Yes! The puppet's magma's fading!
This heralds a
He's
new
building up an incredible amount of magma! Look how much
sacrifice
magma's
yourself
swirling
to
around
the new
inside him!
age.
Juna, careful! Your defenses are down! Can't let it go
That helped.
unused!
Helpful as ever. Plus needed. Is everyone... Knight! This... Allies, together! Not this skill. With blade in hand! Not now. Join with me!
Strength is fading.
We can't let it go until my shoulders.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
We have to help everyone. Hear my prayer.
Let's make an end of it.
With multiple
Something I
ailments.
call upon royal power within.
Let's work together!
Ideals have no
It is
need
yours.
to be careless
Don't get
like
sloppy,
that.
Captain.
Shatter!
of ailments slowing you down, Captain. This should be good.
Thanks. I owe you.
Thank you.
By the swan of...
Oh, power of heroes! First fall!
Stroll!
Let's
they
do
got you
this!
with multiple ailments!
I'll cut you down! What?
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Let's set it up!
Hold nothing back!
Good.
Don't get sloppy, Captain.
I feel so heavy.
This is the end.
Please!
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
That side means physical attacks incoming! Attack before he swallows the puppet! We will win this, for the sake of our world. Give it all you've got! Don't underestimate. I call upon a royal soul! Going for the weak spot! Great job, Juna! Now they're reaching something new!
Oh, power of heroes!
Give in to anxiety.
My strength!
Shatter!
Hard!
This heralds a new
Building up an incredible amount of magma!
the inequities of sacrifice yourself to the new age.
What? Is he trying to swallow those people? Wait, they're... puppets? I'm sensing deadly magma.
Give me your
in the
aid!
puppet. Attack him before
No
he
holding
swallows
back!
more.
Hack and slash!
Right on target. Nice one,
Let's take
Stroll.
hold. Lend me your strength!
If you would. Yes! The puppet's magma's fading. Nice show, you. That was perfect. Frost! You hit their weakness. Don't let
Observe,
him
join
down,
with me!
Juna.
With blade in hand! Not this skill. Come! Oh,
Hold yourself together.
Let's get on with it!
my strength.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Let's set it up!
Give it all you've got. The puppet's magma's fading. Come on, help me out. Freeze over. You hit their weakness. Don't let up now,
swan
Juna.
Blade in hand! First fall!
Hulkenberg.
Now, warrior!
You've got several ailments slowing you down.
Strength is fading. Oh, please!
This heralds a
He's
new
holding up an incredible amount of magma.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Let's work together.
If you would. The puppet's magma's fading. I'll give you the nicest power. That was perfect. Frost! You hit their weakness. Don't let up now, Juna.
For all that we strive for!
You've
Give
got
me
a
your
bunch of
aid.
ailments slowing you down, Captain.
Let's do this.
They die hard.
It's okay. I won't hold back. The magic seed.
Stroll, they got you with multiple ailments. Burn! You sure don't give up easy.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
I'll run you through!
Stroll,
Now,
they
what's
got
the
you
play?
with multiple ailments.
I call upon royal power within.
I'll cut you down.
Right on target. Nice one, Stroll.
I will fight his power. This is it.
Yes! The puppet's magma's fading.
Tactic.
Hulkenberg, you've got several ailments slowing you down. I'll show you. This might sting. Great job, Juna. Now they're responding you.
As the worthy foe after all.
After me! Not done yet. Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
I'm focusing my power! Hear my prayer. Hulkenberg, you've got
I'm all
several
prepared.
ailments slowing you down. Give it all you've got! The puppet's magma's fading! Watch me! Nice hit! That was perfect! Freeze over!
Out revealed.
Nice! Pierce through them!
Let's get on with it!
We'll do this together.
I'll lend a hand myself. Don't underestimate me. Let's get some
That
use
helped.
out of this.
Helpful as ever.
Thank you.
You struggle. Your sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Nice! As the point of a sword!
Let's do this!
We'll combine our
The puppet's magma's fading.
I'm all prepared.
Right on target. Nice one, Stroll. Get after it, love. I've got just the dance for you. Might say can't let it go on
I owe you. This heralds a new
Holding up an incredible amount of magma. Look how much
sacrifice
magma's
yourself
swirling
to
around
the new
inside him.
age. do with this?
I'm obliged.
Let's set it up!
I'll lend a hand myself. The puppet's necklace mating.
This heralds a new
Holding up an incredible amount of magma.
sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Juna, careful! Your defenses are down. Let's get some use
I
out
knew
of
you'd
this.
help.
Helpful as ever.
Thank you. Is ever with blade in hand? I'll run thee yet cling to life.
Give me your aid! Tougher than I thought. Shatter! Oh, please!
You can't let him swallow them all, or he'll unleash devastating
Lend me your
magic.
strength!
If you would.
A tough one!
This'll be a mass dancer. Frost! You hit their weakness. Don't
I
let up now,
stand ready.
Juna.
Take this! Worthy foe after all.
Are you prepared? Not done yet. Shatter! This heralds a new
Holding up an incredible amount of magma. Look how much magma is swirling around inside him.
sacrifice yourself to the new age.
That side means physical attacks
Let's set it up.
incoming. Attack! Get after it! Yes! The puppet's necklace
I've
fading.
got just the fast dancer.
Hit their weakness. Don't let up now, Juna.
Knight! As the point of a sword!
Hack and slash.
Right on target. Nice one,
Come
Stroll.
forth, royal soul! Still here?
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Can't let it go unused.
Thanks.
Stroll,
Is everyone all
they've
right?
sapped your defenses.
Let justice prevail! We yet cling to life.
I call upon royal power within. I try hard.
The puppet's necklace fading.
A magic seed! A tough one!
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Let's get some use
That
out of
helped.
this.
I owe you.
That's needed. Like a swan. With blade in hand! Still standing, I see.
The puppet's necklace fading.
My world! My perfect world! You will be...
His mag...
You mean...
Look at all that magma.
I won't
Still,
hold back!
we can't afford to lose. Now for a grand maneuver.
Let's get that help!
My thanks.
Thank you. Comrades, lend me your
In
strength.
your fantasy.
I'll run you through.
Let's make an end of it.
I'm all prepared.
If you would.
Feel true terror. Give in to anxiety.
What was that?
Shatter!
Only a flesh wound.
Shatter!
Jenna's badly hurt. Get her some healing. My shoulders.
Shatter!
This is a fine mess.
Shatter!
She's knocked out. We gotta wake her up. Her down. Get her back up. This aura's overpowering. It's making it harder to fight.
Hold on. Stepping back.
Just hold on.
Let's try this.
Time for my grand comeback.
What's happened? Please!
I feel so heavy.
My limbs feel heavy.
He's badly wounded. Can anyone heal him?
What a fuss!
Roll!
Wasn't
Someone get him
enough.
back on his feet! Knocked out. We gotta wake her up! Not like this! Someone, help, please! That's it! Look at all that mad blood! Still, we can't afford to lose! Come on, help me out!
I knew you'd help.
Well, thanks.
I'm obliged.
There is no...
We strive for!
Let's make an end of it.
We'll do this together.
Get him! I'll give you the behold this power! Going for the weak spot!
Feel true terror. Give in to anxiety. Shatter! Shatter! Not good!
Kimber's badly wounded!
Hard.
Someone heal her! This aura's overpowering! It's making it harder
To
to
the rear
fight!
guard!
Just hold on!
I shall defend!
Knocked out! We gotta wake her up!
What can I do?
Okay? Gotta heal up!
My strength!
Her down! Get her back up! Stroll!
Wasn't
Someone get him
enough.
back on his feet!
What now? What now? What now?
All right. Again!
We will win this! For the sake of our world!
Vita's power! You better be— Lend me your strength!
Give it all you've got! Behold this power! Going for the weak spot! Great job, Juna! Now they're weak to
Justice
something
prevail! Pierce through them!
Give in to anxiety.
My strength!
This heralds a
new!
new
Pulling up an incredible amount of magma!
The inequities of the world can only be cleansed if the sacrifice yourself to the new age.
What? Is he trying to swallow those people? Wait, they're puppets? I'm sensing deadly magma in the puppets. Attack him before he swallows more!
Let's do this!
Juna,
I'm all
careful.
prepared.
Your defenses are down. If you would. Yes! The puppet's magma's fading.
Oh, please! Shatter! Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
You've got a bunch of ailments slowing you down,
Watch
Captain!
me!
This might sting! Great job, Juna! Now they're weak to something new!
I'll run you through!
Give me your aid!
Yes! The puppet's magma's fading! My shoulders.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Juna, careful!
work together.
It looks like you've got several ailments. Watch your back.
Tis yours.
Yes! The puppet's magma's fading!
Don't underestimate me.
Can't let it go our
Need.
use.
My thanks.
Thank you. For all that we strive for!
What's happened?
So heavy.
Look out!
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Juna, careful! It looks like you've got several ailments. Watch your back.
Warrior! Let's get on with it!
Let's set it up!
Hold nothing back!
The puppet's magla's fading.
Strength is fading. This heralds a new
Holding up an incredible amount of magla.
sacrifice yourself to the new age.
The away select sit.
Helpful as ever.
Trust me. Observe the enemy. Let justice prevail as the point of a sword!
Let's do this!
The puppet's magla's
Let's
fading.
work together!
Right on target. Nice one, Skull.
Have my strength. Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
This is just what I need. Burn!
Yes! The puppet's magla's fading.
Is everyone alright? With blade in hand! Pierce still standing, I see!
Let's get on with it! Tougher than I thought.
I won't hold back! This is it! Still up?
This heralds a new
Holding up an incredible amount of magla. Look how much
sacrifice
magla's
yourself
swirling
to
around
the new
inside him.
age.
I call upon a royal soul. Going for the weak
Great
spot.
job, Juna. Now they're
Observe
weak
the
to something
enemy.
new.
Let justice prevail! May yet cling to life.
Warrior! Hack and slash!
Let's go! Now we'll do this together!
Your fantasy.
Tis yours.
Yes! The puppet's magla's fading.
Masked dancer.
It's their weakness. Don't let up now, Juna.
Oh, power of heroes!
You struggle. Your fan. There is no one stopping it. This is the end. Sacrifice yourself to the new age. Let's make an end of it.
Yes! The puppet's magla's fading.
Let's stay calm. We're not out of this yet!
My thanks.
I'm obliged.
Thank you. I'll give you the performance of a life. Can't let it go unused.
I owe you. Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
That's it!
For all that we strive for!
Warrior! Not done yet.
Magla's
Lend me
fading.
your strength! Still here?
Watch me. Light. Stubborn, eh?
justice prevail! Worthy foe after all! Only a flash.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age!
The puppet's magla's fading!
My world! My perfect world! Not... You...
Look at all that magla!
Let's go!
But still, we can't afford to lose!
Don't watch me! Now for a grand maneuver!
Welcome. I knew you'd help.
My thanks!
Thank you. I stand ready. Just the thing.
That helped. Give me your aid!
Its ideals have no need for you.
Let's set it up!
Go!
Feel true terror. Give in to anxiety.
Please!
You defy me.
My strength.
Shatter!
You need training.
Done, Hulkenberg! Like poetry in motion. His aura's overpowering! It's making it harder to fight! Just hold on!
The away select
I knew you'd
is
help.
it?
Helpful as ever.
I would like.
Shatter!
Only a flash wound.
Shatter!
Juna's badly hurt! Get her some healing! Juna, are you okay? You look like you're about to drop!
From our provision.
That helped.
I owe you.
Juna,
After
you're
me!
staying down!
No. This calls for one of
I knew
these.
you'd help.
Thank you.
That helped.
I'm all prepared.
Strike true. Audacity.
Juna's dazed! That'll be a
Fast,
big hit to her
faster.
accuracy!
This might sting.
Juna,
Is
you're
everyone all right?
down!
This should help.
That helped.
My thanks.
Thank you.
Let's get on with it.
You've got several ailments slowing you down!
Feel true terror.
His aura's overpowering! It's making it harder to fight! Just
Falling back.
hold on!
Let's try this.
I owe you.
I'm obliged.
Thanks.
The assault.
What's happening?
My shoulders.
Shut up!
Juna's dazed. That'll be a big hit to her accuracy.
This is just what I need. Going for the weak spot.
Juna, careful! It looks like you dropped several ailments! Watch your back!
I missed the shield.
Let's do this! Be gone!
Down! Get her back up!
Strength is fading. Shut up! What's happened? Shut up!
Hulkenberg's down! Someone help her get back in the fight!
With healing power.
Helpful as ever.
Thank you.
Juna's dazed! That'll be a big hit to her
boring.
accuracy.
Can't let it go
My
unused.
spirit is
Strong!
unbroken.
They got you with multiple ailments!
To the rear guard. They'll not break my defenses.
Feel true terror.
My strength.
Shut up! Shut up! Please! My limbs feel heavy. Shut up!
Juna's badly hurt! Get her some healing! Juna's knocked out! We gotta wake her up!
My strength.
His aura's overpowering! It's making it harder to fight! Just hold on!
Let's try this. He knew you'd help.
Trust me. Tactic.
He's badly wounded! Can anyone heal him?
My best.
Let's roll! Someone get him back on his feet!
Shut up!
My strength.
Yeah! Not like this! Someone help, please!
Here.
I live to see another day.
Observe the enemy.
Someone, quick! Get her back on her feet!
From our provisions.
Time for my grand comeback! Got a bunch of
afford- let's
ailments
get on
slowing
with
you
it.
down, Captain!
Die hard! A world!
What was that?
My limbs feel heavy. Shut up!
Hulkenberg's badly wounded! Someone heal her! Move on, Juna!
Feel true terror. Shut up!
Down! Get her back up! Juna's badly hurt! get her some healing!
Seriously?
Shut up!
Knocked out!
Disappointing
We gotta wake her
ending.
up! Come on, not like this! Someone, help, please!
Let's work together! No, this won't work. This'll do it. My thanks!
You've got a bunch of ailments slowing you down, Captain!
Has it come to this?
Here!
Feel true terror. The Clemar.
He's got a power that can wipe out an entire tribe!
That's no good.
We have to do something!
Shut up! What's happened? Feel true terror. Shut up! What can you do?
I can't give up
Gotta heal
now.
up!
Our strength is fading. Shut up!
Captain's hurt bad!
Still fight!
Let's get him some healing! His aura's overpowering!
I won't hold
It's
back!
making it harder to fight! Just
We can
hold
do this.
on!
Helpful as ever. Be gone! This is it.
Someone get him back on his feet!
My strength.
Shut up!
What was I doing?
Shut up! Shut up!
What was I doing?
Feel true terror. Shut up! Shut up!
Come on, not like this! Someone, help, please!
This should work.
Time for my grand comeback! My shoulders.
Shut up!
I feel so heavy.
Knocked out! We've gotta wake her up!
Feel true terror. Shut up! Shut up!
Come on, not like this! Someone, help, please!
Here.
To live to see another day. Feel true terror.
My strength. What?
Shut up!
Captain's hurt bad!
Can't give up now.
Let's get him some healing!
That's no good.
I can't give up now.
Feel true terror.
Someone, help him back up!
Strength is fading. My limbs feel heavy. Oh, you've done
Wolf's
it.
badly wounded. Can anyone heal him? His aura's
I shall
overpowering.
vanquish evil.
It's making it harder to fight.
I'll cut you down.
Hold on!
That's no good. Think. Forgive me.
Prove it to me, please. Prove that fantasy and reality are not worlds apart.
Please. Strength is fading.
He's gotta wake her up! The audacity!
Feel true terror.
Hockenberg's badly wounded! Someone heal her!
So heavy.
Think.
Juna's down!
Let's set it up!
Someone, quick! Get her back on her feet!
Maybe there's a better choice. This should work.
Time for my grand comeback! Hockenberg's in bad shape! She needs help! This might sting! Stroll's dazed! He won't land any attacks like this!
There!
Thanks.
My thanks. The Clemar.
He's got a power that can wipe out an entire tribe! We have to do something!
Oh, please.
Everyone okay? Gotta heal up!
Feel true terror.
Not down! We gotta wake her up! She's all knocked out. We gotta get back on track. This'll get ugly. Come on, not like this! Someone, help, please!
The magic seed is still up.
Feel true terror.
My strength. I feel so heavy. Forward!
overpowering! It's making it harder to fight!
Not good.
Fight
Just
back!
hold on! Captain's hurt bad!
Still fight.
Let's get him some healing!
I'm sorry, everyone.
Prove it to me, please. Prove that fantasy and
What's happened? Shut up! Shut up! Feel true terror.
Stroll! Behold this power! Multiple ailments!
Going for the weak spot!
Why? Has it come to this?
From our provision.
I knew you'd help.
I owe you.
That helped.
After me! Tougher than I thought.
think.
Shut up!
I feel so slow.
Shut up! Feel true terror. Shut up!
Okay? You gotta heal up! Hulkenberg's down! Get her back up! I have to help everyone! Hulkenberg's down! Someone help her get back in the fight! Get after it, Log!
A tough one.
Juna, are you okay?
Too early
You look like you're
for
about
my
to drop.
exit. I'll go with this.
Helpful as ever. Let's get on with it!
They got you with multiple ailments!
Has it come to this? My world! But why? Why is it still beyond me?
Dawn breaks.
Look! He's done it! He's finally beaten Luis!
Does this mean he's won? I'm not dreaming this.
He did it!
Not yet. I have my ideals. Witness!
Everyone's fighting their fear and anxiety. Nobody knows for sure what's right. And even through all that, the people have declared you king!
We fight for more than justice. Show him our will against his. Show him the fall of his world!
Hold fast to your ideals! 'Tis your sworn duty as king!
You've wielded the power of kings! It's time to stop following their footsteps! Now it's your turn to take your place with them!
Your fantasy is naught but lies!
What? What's going on?
Fantasy is more than an empty dream. It's a dream with the power to change the world!
Damn you!
That must be the Lord that governs Utopia and all worthy champions. The hero's archetype. The king. I see. At long last, fantasy has become a force that frees people from anxiety. The harbinger of change for a deadlocked reality.
The people have chosen my son. With that, my tremendous gamble hath borne fruit. Thus it is that my duty here draws to a close.
And now, the novel you wrote with such passion will finally begin a new chapter.
This voice... could it be? But how?
While flames swept through the sanctum, I cast a final spell to abandon my body and survive in soul. I became an immaterial being among the fairies. I had to, so I might provide guidance to the child on his most perilous path.
The power of the archetypes. Was that your doing?
No. All I did was awaken them to it. My voice carried the words they needed to hear. That power is no great and rare treasure. It is something that might be grasped by anyone with the will to change the world. And anyone has the power to change the world. Those children proved as much. Now, that boy has grasped the courage of a warrior. All dragons who still roamed the continent have fallen by his hand. For what greater embodiment of the impossible is there than a dragon? And he now possesses the power and will to quell those forces.
I see. Then he is not so weak a child that I must hold his hand. I am truly sorry. I lost all the power I once knew. I saw the sanctum burn, and you, I lost you. Once they took our child from me, all my remaining hope went with him. And so I placed my faith in the royal magic. I believed that if this world would choose him, there would still be hope.
This shall do. That boy's fight, and ours, is finally over. The people no longer need some mystic relic or some lofty magics to soothe their fears. They have found the strength to overcome it within, provided they can turn their anxiety into strength and never stop walking toward the unknown. Reality will ever change. Their world shall be one full of possibility.
This isn't about the throne anymore. It marks the beginning of a new era, led by those who are truly worthy of the people's trust. Almost the appointed time now. The day is dawning on a new king's reign. And with it, my true passing. However, if I may truly end my life with pride in my boy, and my love at my side, I've no regrets.
It's been a long road to this moment, hasn't it?
It has indeed. But for our son, a new journey now begins. Heed me, all people of the kingdom. Dawn breaks, and the appointed hour hath come.
He speaks. With the announcement of our new king, everything finally ends.
I now settle the long-contested succession to the throne. They who hath gathered the most faith from their subjects amassed, they who have overcome this fierce contest, the throne's new sovereign, I now reveal. Behold, your new king of your kingdom united.
Certainly did, love. He really did. Oh, I still can't believe it. That boy pulled it off. His Majesty, the new king.
I won't accept it! The new king is Count Luis.
You can't just crown his son after all. That's cheating, that is. Rise up, people! Riot!
Disorderly conduct will not be permitted.
Settle down. The tournament is over. Our new king has been decided, and the royal capital falls under His Majesty's rule. Threaten it, and you shall face the wrath of the crowned theocracy's warrior monks.
Bloody fantastic. They really did it.
Quietude descended once again upon the royal capital, and the day of the new king's coronation arrived.
Boy, coronation really crept up on us. There's a lot of people in the crowd.
Don't tell me you're nervous. After everything we survived already, stage fright should be nothing for you.
All the same, my heart's pounding out of my chest.
Is it? Nothing you're not used to then. It's just like with the archetypes. Just keep your head high.
It'll be fine. We'll keep the crowd warmed up for you.
Your newfound dignity suits you well, Your Highness. Ah, but I suppose you have outgrown that title. Your Majesty. Yes, that too suits you well.
By the way, saw some of them Senate fat cats hovering about, acting like they've been supporting us from the start, of course. Always on the winning side, eh?
Better than the alternative, no? Especially since we've got some Luis diehards among the people.
I hear that many are concerned about his proficiency with statecraft. To be honest, I'm not so sure myself.
Juna will stand as moderator at the podium. His Majesty will only be asked for a few brief answers. First, the people would know how you aim to lead them. How will you respond to that, Your Majesty?
We have the power to change the world. All of us. I know I'm inexperienced, but I'll strive to do my utmost. With all of you at my side.
That's fine. The people have about had it with pompous monologues. Better to say what you mean with determination.
Still, there are a lot of people in the crowd who have never supported you. How are you going to respond to them?
We'll have to earn trust and build bridges between us. I want us all to have hope for the future, no matter who we are.
You went from a nobody to the top seat in the nation. No need to puff up and bluster anymore, what? You'll do fine.
A ruler must only stand tall. The rest is not done alone. We are with you.
Indeed. And we're no strangers to more practical work. Whatever our tasks, I'm sure we can handle them.
Well, it is time to make your first appearance as our king. Let us brace ourselves.
Good luck.
Thanks for always having my back.
Well, let's go. To His Majesty, the new king.
All right, a warm welcome, please! His Majesty the new king! Your Majesty, you're so young!
Please. My king, your subjects would hear how you intend to lead them.
Relax, okay? Take it easy and use your own words.
As a ruler, I've much to learn. I cannot say what I'll accomplish. And yet, I believe the world can change by our hand. And to that end, I will face any odds.
Now, Your Majesty, a few more words. Naturally, some under your rule now supported other people in the race. How do you respond to their voices?
There will be times I let you down. I know that. Only results can prove my intent. But still, even should you oppose your king, you can always believe in your own future. I will make sure of it!
A nation where dreams and fantasies are always in reach. Will surely be a challenge.
We'll make it happen.
There you go. If you can pull that off, you'll be the finest king we've known. Well then, this is it. Your attention, please.
No lord remains for you to kneel before. please take the crown with your own hands, my king.
Ah, long have I awaited the arrival of this day. This journey has reached its end. He came to know the goodness of a hero's heart, and became the king his people had always hoped for. But as this journey ends, so another begins. I'd like you to watch over him on his path for a little longer yet. 1 year has passed since the arrival of the new king.
Hey, heard the news? They're finally reopening that mage academy that got closed down.
You don't say. The famous one deep in the Montario Mountains. Really? I'm impressed. It only took them a year.
They've even paved a proper mountain road. And get this, the headmistress is none other than Lady Juna.
What? The songstress?
Well, she is one of the king's 6 partisans. If she managed to help save the world from Luis, I expect she knows a thing or two about magic. Sounds like they plan to fully open the magic researchers' findings to the people, too. Quite a turn from when the late Sanctifex banned it.
Makes sense to me. After the clash between His Majesty and Luis last year, everyone knows you don't really need an igniter to use magic.
And that's just today's news. It's surprise after surprise, ever since us church folk got the boot from the palace. Even the Royal Knights. Their leadership was bound to the church more than anything, and now he's out on his ear too. And replaced by Sir Jaime Noctul, no less. You believe that? The Royal Knights, led by a Uchief of all things. Though he's one of the 6 partisans himself. When he speaks, everyone listens. No one's about to complain.
Even Parliament now invites citizen representatives to hearings. Strange to think we'd been deaf to the voice of the people until now. It's unbelievable, compared to the days of the autocrats. How swiftly the times change, eh?
Credit where it's due. I think it's thanks to His young majesty. Remember last year's coronation? Unprecedented, that. Saw heroes of all different tribes celebrating the king's victory. Celebrating among the common folk, even. They tell me some of the younger aristocrats have taken to calling it the Great Reconciliation. It really is a tragedy, what happened to his father, the king. But considering how his son's turned out, I hope he's at peace.
Indeed. Yet the real test is still to come. The first year has seen a lot of good, but we've still got our share of problems.
Speaking of His Majesty, I've also heard some folks saying they've seen a boy wandering around these parts who looks just like him. You don't suppose?
Bah, can't be. Without his escorts? Besides, what business would a king have in this place?
Suppose you're right.
Mountains upon mountains of appeals from the people. How many days will this take to sort?
After all the trouble you took to flee politics. And somehow you're now the preeminent ladyship of your house. Such is fate.
Despite everything, this year has passed in surprising peace, hasn't it? Honestly, with the royal scepter disappearing like that, I feared more dissent.
Perhaps after Luis, they swore they could never let that happen again. Either way, more and more are dealing with conflicts calmly and openly. Promising.
It promises that I'll have an eternally cluttered desk.
Here, Your Majesty. I've brought in the next load. And there we go. Not half bad, right? Hey! Isn't the king supposed to be here?
When did he? I've said countless times not to leave unannounced.
All this decoration doesn't suit me. How'd Luis and Forden put up with all this damn finery? Your Majesty? Are you here? Juna's back from her inspection.
Apologies, Troll. I'll look for him now.
Wait! I'm coming with you!
Oh, good grief. Some things never change. Not that they should.
I'd say life has changed plenty for us. Yet somehow our captain's same as he ever was.
And then, well, I might have got a bit too fresh with them stuck-up Sanctists. But those bloody church folk been looking down on us for years, you know? Still, it was other Sanctists what stepped in to keep things peaceable too. I reckon they're not all bad. Guess me cogs turning. They lost both their Santifex and the Saint Lady last year. Got their own struggles, I expect. Not like it excuses all of them or makes me want to go up and shake a Sanctor's hand, but you really put some perspective on it.
I believe you'll come to understand them.
You know what, lad? You're all right. You ever need some good, honest work? I'll get you squared, eh?
I should have known you'd be wandering around without your escorts again. How is it, being able to hear the city's honest thoughts? If you told them you're the king, it'd knock them sideways. Sorry you ended up coming all this way. Maria's actually out on an errand right now.
And I suppose I'll wait until she comes back.
You sure? That girl always ends up on detours. No telling how long she'll be. Either way, let's keep your head down. You know what happens when you're too obvious about this. Sooner or later, the Lady Captain of the Royal Guard.
There you are! I knew we'd find you here, for crying out loud!
Phew. So you were here.
Speak of the devil.
Let us return, Your Majesty. And I thought I had informed you that Juno would be back from her expedition today.
I have a few stops left in the city, though.
You do know I practically sprinted out the gates to find you. 'Tis settled. I shall come with you on every excursion.
Not dressed like that, you won't. You know how we like snooping around, inconspicuously.
Point taken.
He'll be fine. His Majesty's not about to fall prey to some alleyway scoundrel, surely. Right, Your Majesty. If you see Maria about, do slow down for a chat. She'll be shattered if she finds out she just missed you.
Fine. Now, Your Majesty, once your business here is finished, please make sure you return to the palace with all swiftness.
All right.
Let's go!
Come now. Of course. And so... Well... This I vow.
What do you want to do?
You're not serious.
Peace. That's the way.
Pleasure to see you. Hey. Yes. Now that you mention it. Thank you.
Yo! Hey! But...
That's... yeah.
Thank you.
Oh. Just...
Right.
True. However...
That's...
Yes. We shall.
All right, then.
This place is...
Well, I sure don't want to go back.
all very nice.
Boy, there. Oh. Say there.
All right, then.
Stupendous.
Say there. Lovely, that.
That's something.
Really?
Well...
But of course. Then again. Brilliant.
Lovely, that. Lovely.
All right, then.
Hi there.
Oh, right.
Hold on.
See you soon, I hope. Say there.
Hey. Even so...
Hey.
Thank you.
That's...
No. Hey. That's why.
Say there.
That reminds me.
That's right.
Oh. Oh, hello there. Oh, right. I suppose now I should call you Your Majesty. You know, I was just telling Papa, even through all that mess, everyone's really been working hard.
Am I keeping my promise properly from back then?
Yes, you beat the villain, and now the city's full of smiles. And I'm sure Papa's smiling down on you too.
That's good. Hearing that from you really lifts my heart.
Don't worry. I'll try to do my part with what I've got. I want to help everyone understand that the world could be a better place if we can join hands with one another. Miss Fabian's fed so many hungry people since things changed. Some of those people even said they found their place there. I think I did too. If we can all change together for the better like that, we'll be closer to Your Majesty's and Papa's dream. And I want to help with something too. I want everyone across the land to be able to smile.
Yeah, I'm counting on you. Let's do this together.
Yeah. Thank you, Your Majesty. Oh, thank you, Your Majesty.
We should be the ones thanking her. Feels like I can see the entire country's future in her smile.
Everyone!
Long time no see. How have you been?
As we find ourselves afield, I thought I might visit Alsace myself.
Hold on a tick. Those people there. Surely not.
Naturally, we're drawing attention. We didn't all have to go at once.
Needn't fuss, old thing. It's been too long since we were all together again anyway.
Lady Tuna, did she really come all this way in a runner? Could have asked His Majesty to pop over and bring you back with a teleport or two.
The unmitigated nerve.
Oh, it's fine. I wanted to take in our country as it is. It's definitely a little rougher outside the capital's walls. There's still traces of melancholia around, and the odd human roaming about.
We're sending soldiers out for every incident we can. But it's not easy to hear the voice of the people from more distant regions.
I guess it's obvious. But just because you're king now doesn't make you suddenly all-seeing.
A lesson I learned last year. In the end, I was blind to a great deal of this world. Never would have learned if I hadn't pushed out the door and seen it with my own eyes.
A year ago, I would have just said we could fly over ourselves. I mean, let's be real. The capital isn't going to fall apart if we just sneak over for a little tour, is it?
Of course not. We specifically put precautions in place to keep things running.
Yet it has only been 1 year. We cannot be too complacent too soon, lest the dissidents seize on the opportunity.
Oh, there he is! Over there! See? I told you, that's His Majesty, innit?
Might have been a bit too obvious.
Oi there, Your Majesty!
You dare hoy the king? You swine!
Steady on, Hulkenberg, calm. You needn't draw steel on the poor fellow. We're the ones who indulged in this little day trip.
Your Majesty, thanks for all you do, really. Have to say, my life's a lot easier now.
There's more work to do every day. But we're in this together. We believe in you.
Everyone's so supportive. Kind of brings back memories from last year.
Rather. It's the sort of thing to get a chap all misty-eyed over the past. What a journey it was.
We really did just leg it up and down the country slaying dragons, eh? Can't believe we actually survived it.
They were dangerous times, but exciting ones too.
When we fought to appease the dragon god, I had no idea we would have to face another 4 dragons.
Nor I. Never thought the day would come when I'd be hailed as a dragon slayer. Huh. Life is full of surprises.
Right.
It was a hard road, but we did have fun together, didn't we?
Looks like we're drawing a crowd. Time to get back to work.
Indeed. A veritable mountain of tasks awaits us, and I will see it crested.
And not long after, the new year dawned.
Journey? Are you really planning on leaving us?
There's more I have to see. With my own eyes.
You want to know what's going on in the world, huh? Well, I guess you are the king.
Sounds like fun, but a daily jaunt down to the slums is one thing, and a proper journey is quite another. You're a king now, lad. You've got the people's expectations on your shoulders. It's all right to just sit on your throne and mind the home front, you know?
I want to do what I can for the people. If that's not kingly, then the crown's just slowing me down.
Come on, this is no time for jokes.
Ever the fearless gadabout, eh? Well, I take your point, lad. Magla and the humans make a fine barometer for the anxiety still swirling in the country. So you go out and give it a proper survey, where it is and how much is there. If people can't face their anxieties, they can't keep their eyes forward. And if they can't do that, we'll have a bally hard time moving forward as a nation or a people. So you want to get a better grasp of it all. That's your most important duty as a ruler. That's what you're thinking, eh?
Right.
If that was your plan, you could have just said so.
Sounds like a fine idea to me. A proper spot of fun, besides. Wouldn't expect any less from our king and captain. Well, since I'm the bally court engineer, I've no choice but to come along. I'm the only driver fit to maneuver the Royal Skyrunner after all. And why, you're the Dragon Slayer King, bane of monsters all across the country. When I imagine what sort of wondrous encounters you've got next, well, I'm all agog. Yes, here begins our quest anew. Let us sally forth upon our... hello? Are you not listening to me?
Sire, you've really got to stop chasing these ideas all on your own. You'll be the death of us.
Once again, sire, I've asked you countless times to give word if you're to leave the castle. Such caprice.
Nurse, don't tell me you called for them beforehand.
Saved us a bit of time, eh? Though, hello, what's this? I count only 2 of the 6 partisans. Short a few spears.
For my part, I believe 'tis unrealistic for all of us to depart the capital together.
Oh, so you have no plans to stop our little adventure, eh?
Hulkenberg and I talked it over. We decided that if you insist on going, we'd rather go with you than stop you.
I'm glad to hear that, but will that be all right?
I was thinking back to our last fight with Luis. So many people supported us, but not for any high-minded ideals or arguments.
They were supporting us because we were actively fighting a monster on their behalf. In the end, people make choices based on their personal experience and emotion. Even if decided justly and supported by prosperity, people may struggle to trust a king whose face they do not know. An invisible ruler is no cure for their fears.
Right. I'm not opposed to the idea of getting out into the world again. Really, it might be the wisest move to make sure you're a king everyone knows.
Still, this early into the new year? 'Tis never a dull moment in your Majesty's employ.
Bit of a smaller party than we last set out with, huh? But it's a pleasure to be on the road again with you.
Okay, but can we really afford to have both our general and the Royal Guard's captain coming along for this?
'Tis natural course for the Royal Guard to accompany the king. And I trust my corps is not so feeble that it will fall apart in my absence.
We'll make it work. Got to learn to trust others and delegate, right? And we'll just have to lead by example.
Right then, let's go.
You once heard my voice and answered a query in kind. Is fantasy a powerless creation? That timeless question. So long as life remains in the world, we seekers all shall search for our answer, but he will find his. Of that I am certain. And it is thanks to you for believing in and guiding him. That was the true purpose of my royal magic, you know. To seek and obtain guidance from denizens of a land beyond ours. A land that has not yet lost hope. And it was you who answered the call. Armed with your hope, armed with the power of fantasy, you rose in glory. Such courage, such whimsy, and yes, what thrills. You have my sincerest thanks.
Feels familiar. It's been far too long.
Aye, the wind feels an echo of days past.
Unusually poetic for you.
They're awful, aren't they? They would have left us behind. Oh.
Well, I'm not certain we're in a position to talk, having followed straight after, saying we could just teleport back.
Well, hey, we figured the kids might want to change your scenery, like.
Wow! Amazing!
Poetic indeed. That the scepter's absence restored order to Magla, and even greenery to the sands.
I'll say, I definitely like this view better.
Let's go.
Dear guest, from a world I shall never know. In your eyes, I know our journey was ultimately a fiction. However, I hope your memories of this fantastical adventure burn as bright in your reality. I hope the promise of our world echoes in you with all my heart. I hope that fantasy gives you strength.
Look at that. The rubble's just bait for tourists now.
I never expected a view like this.
Let's see it all! Let's see the world!
Yeah.
A new journey now beckons. In days of eld, the people prospered and perished in turn. Struck by their ways, I wrote a book of my dearest ideas. A tale of fantasy. In my vision, they placed their trust, and so the kingdom breathed new life.
The strength to believe in the unknown, that can change everything. Without a doubt, you will face all sorts of trials ahead. But carry onward with all your heart. Onward, fearless, into a world unknown.
Who's there?
A pad.
Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone. Think we'll make it? Let's go. Stop! Okay. Watch out! Oh no! Looks like they found us! Look! Just checking, but you do remember what we're here to do, right? Got a sec? I don't like this.
The king...
Hey, are you listening? Well, I guess I... So? Whatever will I do?
An elder? Here?
Look at... I guess that's the big city for you.
Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. You picked a bad time to visit.
I'll keep that... Let's head there.
Give it a fool, I say. Who else can it be?
What are you playing at?
I'm out of ideas.
Dear me!
Elden rubbish.
That must be the recruitment center. Okay, you got this.
A blue blood, are you? So, what brings you to enlist?
I want to fight for real...
Lofty. So, what can you...
I'm...
with arms. Right.
Oi there! Oi there!
What have...
Oi there!
Wait!
Oi there!
Look at that.
Sorry for making a scene.
Thank
These days,
Wow,
My name is...
look at all the other... Hey. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but these are the same kind of people...
No.
Oh, speaking of, he's... It's what you...
Until arrival at the northern border fort, one day remains.
Let's... Hey, don't forget. Okay then.
The carriage transporting the new recruits arrives at its destination. The northern border fort, even
Say, friend, I'm curious.
Something to say?
Oh, never got round to an introduction.
Hey.
Wait, is that a... I'm with you.
Oh, this... Here we go. This is...
Oh. Damn it. Things will be fine.
We won't lose
We're
this
here
fight.
to stop
Stay
you.
sharp!
Let's go. Fire!
burn to ash!
The next one will fall just as easy.
I think that's all. All right.
This is our chance!
I'm keeping my own.
A tough one! Last one!
They're down.
Keep it up! Burn to us! Wish every fight was
Not
that
bad.
easy,
Strive
eh?
for greater heights!
That'll do it.
Let's give him a fight!
This could be our chance.
In one fell swoop.
Even easier than expected.
We
Yeah, come on! This is our chance!
This could be our chance.
Through here? I think I'm getting used to this.
I think we got them all. We'll be safe for a while.
If you see use for it, I say take it with you.
Let's stash that somewhere safe. Wait. Be careful.
Okay?
Alright, how's that? We have the edge!
Let's settle this quick!
Everyone, go!
Tougher than I thought.
The next one will fall just as easy.
That was the last of them.
This battle's ours. Let's go!
Settle this quick!
Get in there! Finish him off!
They chose the wrong opponent.
Whew. That should do it.
Hey.
If you see use for it, I say take it with you.
I get it.
Let's hurry.
Let's push through! This is our chance!
Give it my all.
Forward! A tough one! I think I'm getting used to this. Okay. I feel stronger. Come on! Let's give them a fight!
Let's take them all out! The power of fire! Even easier than expected.
We made short work of them.
We have the edge!
I'll give it my all.
Just one left!
They're down.
Okay.
Burn to us! They chose the wrong opponent. That was the last of them.
Nice. I bet we'll find a use for that.
This is our chance!
This could be our chance!
There's no way I'm stopping here.
Be careful.
Let's give him a fight!
Fast, and we'll win this!
The next one will fall just as easy.
Don't get too relaxed. These monsters are relentless.
How's that? This is our chance!
I'll give it my all.
Forward! Over here? A tough one!
Burn to us! Wrap this up!
Nice!
Roll always comes through. Only one left! Finish them off!
There's no way I'm stopping here. Okay, let's give this all we've got. I think I'm getting used to this.
We made short work of them.
Hey.
Leave it.
What do you think? Yep.
Done.
Let's go! Burn!
Vile monk. The power of fire!
What's going on?
Burn to ash! Forgive me.
What? No! Please, say something!
Win!
Alright,
A tough
that
one!
did the trick. Are you okay? If we don't put... Looks like it mainly attacks the head wings and blade feet. We can target those. That's it! Stay on it!
I won't hold back! Scout! Push through! The freedom of a
Gotta
one.
hit the other spot, too.
Not bad at all.
The lads are...
Luis cast the curse, so killing him is the only...
About 50.
That's... We have to.
Luis, I'm counting on you.
Feels like the...
No. Well, the moon's still low.
I want to... Huh?
Well... Still, you've got to...
I know.
I never expected it would be the...
I don't...
Fascinating. So, what would you...
What?
I shall gladly provide you...
Okay.
Now let's see what manner of story you'll weave.
We'll meet.
The royal funeral draws ever closer. 5 days remain.
Already?
This place.
This... Don't let your gut good. The Nord mine. It's egg.
Huh?
What?
Look at that! Pushing forward. Stop! Give it a shot. We got this.
Alright, how's that? Yeah, just push through! Alright, just push through!
Up down. A victory well earned. Hold on. Got it?
That being the case,
Come on! This is our chance! Forward!
Get in there! Finish him off!
Vitus power! Wind!
wish every fight was that easy, eh? I think we're in the clear.
Let's push through!
Well done.
Alright, how's that?
Yeah, nice work!
Let's push through!
They're out cold! Attack now!
Okay, let's give this all we've got.
All right! Critical hit!
They chose the wrong
I feel
opponent.
stronger.
Looks like we're safe for now.
Let's give him a fight!
End this quickly!
I won't hold back! Scour! Last one!
Keep it up! Still standing.
The next one will fall just as easy.
We made short work of them.
This battle's ours.
I
Go.
win this!
Vitus power. It's too late.
Down.
That's the
We've
spirit.
got nothing to worry about.
Held back to touch.
You gotta aim better than that.
Yeah.
Stay sharp.
They're down.
Take this!
I
Go
think
on,
you have
finish
this.
the job!
That settles that.
That should do it.
Alright, how's that? We have the edge.
Advance!
Just one left.
Down. We've got nothing to worry about.
I think I'm getting used to this.
Looks like it's not safe yet. Stay alert.
Let's push through!
Let's stash
Come
that
on!
somewhere safe.
They saw us!
Alright, how's that? Come on! Okay, let's give this all we've got. Come forth, royal soul! Let's finish this!
Down.
Take this!
Got nothing to worry about.
Held back to touch! That's one!
Let's stay calm.
Always comes through.
Still up?
The next one will fall just as easy. Be careful. There's more of them.
All right, how's that?
Good one!
This is our chance. Forward!
Take this! No more thugs left.
Whew. That should do it.
Let's push through! Let's give him a fight!
End this quickly!
There's no way I'm stopping here.
I think that's all of them.
Hold on. It appears we must do this.
I've never... Wind!
What is that? Never seen anything like it! That's not an igniter! Tougher than I thought! Let's do this! Damn you! Coming at us?
What's that? I think
Gotta
something's
rethink.
coming! Watch out!
Still up?
Take this! Let's do this! Hold still! Trivial! Hold still! Here they come!
To the rear guard. Let's go!
So,